What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Young Pastey, and I'm here to drop a new weekly series. That's right, we have the weekly UFC bets video. This video is for UFC 309. If you guys could, please give me a like, give me a comment, give me a subscribe, give me a share. I'd really appreciate it. Your support goes a long way. Bets videos will be dropping every Wednesday night. We have 3 sections to the video, guys. Section 1, we have my official bets section. We sort them by confidence. We'll go through all of my official bets. These are plays I have locked in. They are official. I put my money in on them and it is not changing. So that's the first section. Section 2, we got my leans. So we'll talk about bets I might possibly do, things I like. These are plays I have no money on yet. They're maybes, they're potentials. If you like them, go ahead and put money on them if you choose. But again, just leans. And then the last and final section, we have my stayaways, my do not bets. I'll go over plays and bets that I am not interested in. I recommend that you stay away from. So, let's go, guys. Section 1, we have the official bets. Bet number 1. We have John Jones plus Charles Oliveira. We got it at minus 175 for 1.35 units. I think this is a great play. Obviously, John Jones, heavy favorite. Current heavyweight champion going against the former heavyweight champion, Stipe. It's an obvious, confident piece of a parlay. And then we had Charles Oliveira at a good price, too, to drop it down to minus 175. This is, a little juiced. It's really at the tippy top of where I really would put any money on. Again, 1.35 units is what we're laying on it. It's actually at minus 159 right now, last time I checked this little parlay. So if you're interested and you like the play, I would recommend getting it in ASAP. Bet number 2, Marcus McGee. We have him at minus 125 for 1.25 units. This is another great play too, just a single play as well, so I'm not relying on any other people to come through for me. Just one fight, one fighter, get it done. And I think he does get it done. Again, peep the picks video for the full breakdown, but Marcus McGee is a very confident play. We got him 1.25 units at minus 125. He's currently sitting at minus 135, I think, at some areas, so still a good money lineable play, if you ask me. That is bet number 2. Bet number 3, we got another 2-piece parlay. We got Oban Elliott, Welsh gangster, and Karine Silva. We got this for plus 102, and we're throwing half a unit on it. Again, 2 confident plays. I wish I would have hopped on Oban Elliott earlier, because when I initially checked, he was at minus 155, so it would have been a great money line play. If anyone got it in at that, props to you. But he's nearing minus 250. I'm probably going to be minus 300 by fight day. And then Karine Silva, another good play too. I think she takes care of business and beats the vet there. So we got it at plus money, plus 102. Throwing half a unit on it now. Where it currently sits is at minus 115. Still not a bad price. Like, I'd still play it. So, plus 102, Oban Elliott, plus Karine Silva. 4th bet. We have Chris Weidman, plus 110. We're throwing half a unit on it. Now, this line here is about to flip, guys. If you want Chris Weidman at an underdog, go and run and get it now. He's barely an underdog at some points, or at some books. Some books he's even at a pick'em. So, if you like Chris Weidman, I'd hop on him now. Plus 110. Another one I'm kind of salty about because I could have got him at plus 150, and I saw the line just keep going down and down and down. But we still got plus money on him, so I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. He's at like plus 100, plus 105, plus 102, minus 105. Those kind of lines in different books. So still a good play if you ask me. And bet number 5, I usually don't do these because they screwed me in the past, but I feel pretty confident that both of these fights go the distance. So we have over 2.5 rounds parlay. We have 2 fights we're putting in here. We have the Oban Elliott versus Basil Hafez fight and the Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders fight. So 2.5 rounds on both of those. You combine it together, we get plus 100. We are throwing half a unit on it. Another confident play. I think the Oban Elliott Basil Hafez fight goes the distance. Oban Elliott's fights are, if you look at his past 5-6 fights, they've all gone to the distance. And then Chris Weidman, Eric Andre, these guys are old. I don't see a finish coming in anytime soon with these guys. Chris Weidman went the decision with Brad Tavares, right? So who's to say he won't go to decision with Eric Anders? You know what I mean? Again, plus 100, half a unit on it. All my half unit plays are positive plays, so we really only need 2 of them to hit. That way we can profit on those. And then we have my 2 higher unitage confident plays up there as well. So those are the official bets, and we move on into my leans. Again, these are just plays I'm interested in. Might throw money on them, might not, but I think they're at good lines at good prices. Now, lean number 1, the over 2.5 rounds on the Jim Miller versus Damon Jackson fight. Kind of my same logic with that Chris Weidman versus Eric Anders fight. 2 old guys. They took a lot of damage in their last fights, and I don't see either of them getting a finish. Really, my only concern would be Damon Jackson maybe getting a sub or something, crazy sub. I don't know. If anyone's finishing that fight, it would be Damon Jackson. Now, my pick for that fight was Jim Miller. He's not in my leans at all. Again, I think he pulls it out, but not super confident in that particular pick. But I feel better about the over 2.5 rounds on this. It's at minus 145, which that's not a terrible price to pay for something that's likely going to happen. So I think it's a good play. Again, follow my Twitter. I put all of my updated picks and plays on there. So if I do add this onto there, that's where it'll be. All right, lead number 2, Marcin Tybura at minus 150. Now, this one kind of made me mad too. He was at plus money at one point a few days ago. Now he's already dropped to minus 150. I think everyone sees that wrestling threat. And if he can hold the knees to the ground, I think it's a wrap. So, Marcin Tybura, it's minus 150, still not bad. I rather would have, if it was at plus money and I should have pulled the trigger, should have, would have, could have, but oh well. Lean number 3, we have Kareem Silva by sub. Okay. And this will kind of, you'll see another play, or not a play I'm staying away from in the stayaways, which kind of correlates to this, but Kareem Silva by sub, she has 4 subs in her last 5 fights. Yeah, Vivi's good on the ground, but anybody can, if you make one little mistake, you're sub right there. So Kareem Silva by sub plus 375, pretty good play. Lean number 4, Mauricio Ruffy by TKO or KO at minus 150 or by decision at plus 300. I think he gets it done. I don't think he's getting a sub. If you think Lontop can withhold and not get knocked out by Ruffy, then go ahead, throw a decision on it. But I think he gets KO, to be honest with you. So I'm leaning the KO. If you think Lontop's a tough cookie, plus 300 for decision, 3-1, not too bad. Lean number 5, we have Eduardo Mora at plus 130. Still something I could add to my official plays. I think she was my pick on the fight. I think she gets it done. I think she has the better wrestling advantage on the ground. And her striking is not terrible. Veronica Hardy's striking is better. I'll give her that. But she's going to, use that striking to get the fight to the ground. My thinking. Eduardo Mora is a good underdog play. Plus 130, not too bad. Lean number 6, David Onama. He has a new fight now, and he's going to whoop ass. Let's be honest. Minus 1,000 I saw him at, so it's a parlay piece. I mean, his opponent's never been, it's his UFC debut on short notice. Going to MSG, good luck. David Onama all day on that one. Minus 1,000 if you really want to get the price down on something. Last lean number 7, we got the over 1.5 rounds on Charles Oliveira plus Michael Chandler. That's at minus 105, almost at plus money. I know their first fight, stuff got wild and right off the bat, right? But I think they're gonna be a little more calculated and take it a little more slow in this fight. I think it at least goes over 1.5 rounds. I would say under 4.5, under 3.5 might be a good look too. But over 1.5, I saw it at minus 105. That's pretty much plus money. I think that's a good lean. Now, my last section. These are my stayaways. These are my do not bets. I would recommend you don't lay any money on any of the things I'm about to go over. So, first, stay away. The Mickey Gall and Brahimaj fight. Two cans, man. Two bottom of the barrel fighters. I don't want to lay any money on it, to be honest with you. If you want to, go ahead, but Brahimaj was my pick. I'm just not laying any money on this one, to be honest with you. Next, stay away, is this Bo Nickel versus Paul Craig fight. Look, Bo Nickel has been not fraud checked, but has been caught in some suspect positions in his last few fights against some subpar competition, like the Cody Brunch fight. Come on now. So I don't really trust him, and I think when he actually goes up against a tough, true opponent, I'm looking to fade him. But I think he gets it done in this fight. You just really never know. Stay away. Stay away. Third, stay away. We have the Tybura versus Denise rounds. My thinking and logic and my staying away from the rounds prop on this is, look, Denise is live to get the knockout, right? Tybura is a little bit older. He got subbed by Pavlovich pretty easily. So if Denise gets one good punch in there, shit could get over. I mean, that's all. He's a puncher's chance, right? Which that's ultimately why I didn't pick him, because I think he doesn't really have a good wrestling base, and Tybura is going to expose that. But if he gets caught with a punch, shit will be over quick. So I would stay away from the rounds props on the Tybura versus Denise. And my last stay away is the Araujo versus Silva rounds. And I was saying, this correlates to that Karina Silva sub prop. I think she's live to get the sub, so I really wouldn't trust the over on this fight. And I know it's juice too. It's at like minus 200, 300 for the over on this fight. But yeah, I would stay away from the rounds prop on this. It could go decision, it couldn't. Karine Silva is live for the sub, so that's ultimately why I would stay away from the rounds props on that. All right, guys, that's the bets, that's the leans, that's the stayaways. If you've gotten this far, thank you. I appreciate your support. Again, give me a like, give me a comment, give me a share, give me a subscribe. I got to please that algorithm, you know what I'm saying. But Young Pastey's out. Let's get this cash, and we are super excited for UFC 309. Let's go.